Hey everyone, Pracito here, your second favorite Uniswap ape. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering the NFT game market and some upcoming projects that I'm really excited about. I'm going to be covering 4 projects total. And yeah, as the title of the video says, is the NFT gaming market still hyped? And obviously, games are still super hyped at the moment. NFTs, you could argue not so much. I know the floor price in general on NFTs have gone down, obviously due to Ethereum, just obviously since it's mooning and getting congested. NFT floor prices are getting wrecked. So that's one thing to keep an eye on, but the games themselves are all performing insanely well. Obviously the metaverse is where the main hype is at the moment. And also NFT games are still super hyped. And I'm going to be covering a few of those in this video. Also, what's really important is, yes, they're really hyped, but you still need to do your due diligence on them and not get wrecked. And I do plan on making a video in the coming days covering what you should cover in your due diligence. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video like that. So anyways, let's start off. Before we get to the 4 projects I want to cover, there is a gaming project, obviously my favorite one at the moment, Star Atlas, which have just announced a new wave of ship drops. And as you know, NFTs are incorporated in this project, which is why I want to cover it quickly. So it's really huge news that they're announcing that the 4th ship wave will also debut a new feature, which is payment with the Star Atlas in-game currency, Atlas. So you can buy these ships with a 50-50 ratio of Atlas and USDC, which is really incredible. And you can see what this did to the price. This is the 1-day graph. I mean, if you go 7-day, you can see this was around when they announced it just shot up. So obviously that's really good news. You could argue that should have been done from the beginning, but I think it was a good strategy doing it from now. And that's why Atlas itself is going up. So I really like that. Let's have a look at some of the new ships they're releasing. It's going to be the Pierce R8 at 12,240, which is a refuel, repair, and an epic ship with 500 total. And it's going to look like this, which, as always, I'm just always blown away by the graphics from Star Atlas. Second ship is the Rainbow Armor. This is going to be also epic ship, which is a freight ship, $2,400 for this one. And you can see here how it's going to look, and that's really a cool ship, I must say. It really looks interesting. Then the next ship, I have no idea how to say that, just almost looks like someone just smashed the keyboard. Visus Amboy, I guess. And that's going to also be, well, a rare ship, $1,200, and it's 4,800 total. The ship also looks really awesome. I mean, that looks amazing. And then also the Pierce C9, which is a legendary ship, obviously really expensive. These ones only 190 total at $28,900, and that's going to look like that. I mean, I'm so excited to see this in game. Can you imagine? I mean, this looks seriously impressive. And the drop's going to begin on the 9th of November at 10 a.m. PDT on the Galactic Marketplace, which is on the Star Atlas website. So make sure to tune into that if you're looking to buy these ships. I think they look seriously amazing. As usual, Star Atlas always gets a Chos Pro from me. Next project I'm going to be covering isn't an NFT game, but I think it's going to be quite an important project in the NFT space and incorporated in NFT games potentially as well. And that is Scotty Beam. And in terms of its launch pads, as you can see, Seedify, Engine Start on the 9th, Equinox, and Game Station on the 10th, which I think are great launch pads. Seedify's track record has really been incredible. Engine Start had Defina, which did really well, and Gaia, which also did really well. Game Station, it's going to be, I think, their second sale. Their first was Gaia, and Gaia did really well. So that's really promising. Same with Equinox, they've had really good sales. So Launchpads gets a pro. So now let's have a look at what it's going to be about. This is actually an infographic that we made for Scotty Beam that covers pretty much everything summarized. So the main gist of it is you're going to be able to beam NFTs, NFT tokens across Ethereum, BSC, Polygon, Solana, DOT, Flow, and others. And this is actually already live. So it's not a product that's being promised for the future, but it's actually already live and you can do it already, which is great. Then you can create your NFT tokens in any chain in one click and share your collections. Then there's going to be cross-chain swaps and auctions and own cross-chain oracles. You can verify the token origin and price, view trading history, prove the ownership, etc. Cross-chain gallery and P2P exchange with NFT marketplace integration, and then partnership with NFT services to enable cross-chain opportunities. If we have a look at their website to see their investors, OIG is there, which is great, and Magnus Capital as well, CDFI, Synapse Network, so that's all really pro. They've already got some partners, as you can see here, Firma Chronicles, which was a recent project that did quite well. So that all looks really, really good. So let's have a look at the pitch deck, some information from them in terms of the steps you need to take. So it's going to be cross-chain, where you can teleport NFTs across any chain, as we went through already, and it will allow access to all marketplaces. Marketplaces integration, so that it will enable cross-chain auctions and sales, direct NFT swaps between users, and the royalty fees are embedded into the NFT. And then NFT validator, where you can check the NFT origin and issuer and evaluate the prior price of NFT by on-chain metrics. So in terms of the token utility, what can you use it for? So service fees burn for the teleport fee, P2P exchange fee, and token validation fee for community building. So you can hold the tokens to get a fee discount and to incentivize bonuses for partners NFT staking. And then you use it to buy Scotty Beam NFT collection items, and you get discounts and legendary tokens for users obtained the full collection. And there's going to be token buyback. They say here they will burn 90% of paid fees in Beam tokens. So that is all really good. So in terms of token metrics, let's have a look at that as well. The team, obviously public, looks like really experienced team, which is really good. So here's the token metrics in terms of the rounds, the raise, and the initial market cap. So seed round, 562k raise at $0.015, strategic 0.025, private 3 cents, public 4 cents. And we can see the locks on that. Seed only has 3% on TGE, then linear over 18 months. Strategic only 5% on TGE and linear over 12 months. Private 5% TGE and then linear monthly unlocked during 12 months. And then public 20% TGE and linear over 4 months. Total raise 4.8 million. Team has obviously the usual huge lockup, 2 years with no tokens, or 6 months, sorry, with no tokens, and then 24 months, I presume, linear. And considering all of that, the initial market cap is 435,000, which is really small in my opinion. So it really has a ton of potential. And I think this is really a great project that can really help the NFT space, especially since the product is already up and running. So due to that, I will give it a CAC Pro, which is obviously a really pro rating. So next up, we're going to have a look at Bemil, which is a gaming project as well. So it's an entertaining game with a play-to-earn feature in which players can engage in battle modes with each other, build parties and clans, and explore the mini games and other features of the game in the space and galaxy theme. So here's some examples. I presume it's going to be an app. It's going to be on the Play Store and the App Store on iPhone. And you can see kind of how it's going to be, the different mini games. They've also got a trailer. Always like when projects have this. We can go through it briefly and you can see the type of gameplay it's going to have and all different mini games, which I really like because it keeps it really fresh. You're not playing the same thing over and over, and different ways obviously to earn while you're playing. So let's have a look at the play to earn mechanism. So the economy enables players to make their stable earnings with Bitcoin by using in-game mining system, attacking other players' bases, participating in clan wars and boss fights, exploiting crystals to get rare items which you can sell in the marketplace. And then the Bitcoin identifier function is going to also have permanent income, and the referral system where you get 10% value when a referee makes an item purchase and 5% of the mining value which they make per day. So that can really exponentially grow if you refer a lot of people. Team seems like a Vietnamese team, like most of the project. T Trong is there, advisor from the guy from Red Kite. That's really pro. Backers, so Downmaker, Farastarter, Gamefire, Ice-T Labs. I mean, these names here are all really big. Titans Ventures, X21. I mean, I can read all of them because they're all really pro, which is really good. and they've been audited by Hacken, which is not something you see these days in terms of audits, but that's really reassuring to see that there. 22,000 members in Telegram, awesome numbers, and it's going to be growing for sure. What's also really good about them is that they actually already launched in August at the end of the month, and they've got 15,000 active users with $400,000 revenue per month, with a almost 6% growth rate per day, just 1 month after the release. So that is also really good to see. So let's have a look at the Bcoin and BEM. So Bcoin is an existing coin within the internal ecosystem, and users can trade it with USDT within the game, and it can be deposited and withdrawn normally to other blockchain wallets. Whereas BEM is a token created to replace Bcoin and USD trading within Bcoin BEM. So what's going to create demand for BEM coin? So starter packs. So you need this to play the game, and you're going to use BEM to buy that. Buying in-game items, opening up gacha, buying gem and gold to upgrade infrastructure, buying NFTs, owning identified coin for permanent income, and access to other features of the game. Then they're also going to have NFTs in the game, and they're going to have two types, NFT heroes and NFT weapons, which we'll use as well, which is already awesome. So now let's have a look at the tokenomics. Here you can see the distribution. Seed, they raised 300,000 at 0.0075. Strategic, 950,000 at 0.01. VC, 0.0135. And public, 0.01. So they're all very similar in price. So we can have a look at the locks now. Seed, strategic, and VC all have the same terms, except the unlock monthlies over 20 months for strategic and seed, whereas for VC round it's over 16 months, but obviously they were a bit more expensive, so that's very fair. And they all get 20% on TGE. Public round 34% at TGE, and then the rest over on month 3 and 5, 33% each. So you have to consider that is quite a large unlock compared to most projects, but the initial market cap is only 411,000. So that is really amazing. It just shows the total amount they raised was really low, so it keeps the initial market cap low. So this one definitely gets a Chos Pro actually from me. I really believe this is going to be great. GameFi, DAOmaker, Firestarter, these are all really top tier launch pads. As you know, GameFi has really blown up. Their token itself has really mooned. So anything going on there is almost guaranteed to perform insanely well, and Bemil does look really awesome. So I think it's got a ton of potential. As you can see, Firestarter on the 6th, DAOmaker on the 7th, and GameFi is actually going to be on the 10th. GameFi announces themselves, and it's going to list on the 10th as well. So I've got really high hopes for Bemil, so definitely keep an eye on them. Then the next project I'm going to be covering is Mytheria, which I'm sure some of you have heard of since it's going on Polkastart on the 16th of November. I'm going to cover those details a little later. But let's have a look at what they're all about. So it's going to be the first create to earn NFT trading card game. Personally, I'm really a fan of card games, so I'm excited about this one. So it's going to be the first pioneering NFT game offering, an exclusive create to earn community for artists, including you, with the name of artist community Guardforge. So Guardforge is going to be an exclusive community where you can freely display your artworks or even create your own characters, where you can earn attractive incomes because your artworks could be traded in auctions. And to do that, they need to be voted in by their voting system. That's really an interesting concept. You can create your own cards and so on, and then your community can say, okay, this card looks super pro, so let's vote it in. So that is all really cool. And they've also got a trailer, so we can have a look briefly at that. And I must say, it really looks cool. I mean, it also looks really fun. And I'm curious to see when it's released to try this out. So that's definitely a pro. So it's going to have unique features. It's going to be free to play, so no barrier to entry, which is really awesome. Some of the other projects, you really needed a lot of money to start, which I think is a bit ridiculous. Whereas with Mytheria, free to play, you don't need anything. You can own, trade, and auction. You own your own cards, and your cards are secured on the blockchain. Collect rare cards, build a deck, and trade it on the market with community members. I really think card games have a ton of potential on the blockchain with trading and how NFTs work and so on. create new guards in the Guard Forge, as I went through already. And it's a champion-based card game where gameplay is simple, but you have to decide your own strategy in each battle, combine guards from other pantheons, alter positions of guards and mortals to be the winner. So play to earn, of course. It's going to be PvE, PvP as well, where there's a competitive mode where you can test your deck and skills against global players, and you earn their token, which is Mirror, by staying at the top each season. Then Battle Royale, which seems really fun. This is probably going to be my favorite game mode because it's going to be chaos and you're going to play against 7 other players, and if you're the last one standing, you win it all. So that sounds really, really exciting. And then esports, where they're going to have global tournaments, and there's going to be a crowd-funded prize pool, and who knows what that prize can be, but that's going to be really cool to see. So now we can see some of their pantheons that they're going to have, and really the art is awesome. They got Greek, Norse, Chinese, Egyptian, and Vietnamese, and they all look really great. So next up, let's have a look at some of their partners. Cardio Chain is really involved in this project, and they are really big, so that makes me obviously very bullish. In terms of their team, Vietnamese team it seems, and it seems like they've got a ton of experience, so that's obviously also very good. So what's going to set them apart to other projects? So as I say, it's going to have exciting gameplay where each game just lasts 5 to 10 minutes, which I really like. I don't like the games that take you too long. Obviously, it's bull market. You don't have time to sit in a game for half an hour. 5 to 10 minute intervals is perfect for a nice break and to play. Then it's going to have impressive graphics, which, judging by the trailer, looks really true. And then God Forge, which we went through already, where you can create your own cards and trade them and auction and get fees on that, which is really awesome. More in depth on the play to earn feature about it, since I didn't really say so much how you can earn. So there's going to be competitive mode, where at the end of the season, top players will be rewarded by in-game treasures and tokens. Expedition, where you can send your guards to complete expeditions and you can receive rewards, where you can play solo or versus players around the world. Casual mode is where there's a deathmatch where anyone can be the winner. Play offensively to take down all the opponents and stay defensive to survive, and then you can also earn through that. And there's going to be side activities as well through collecting, where you do daily quests, Guard Forge, as we went through, and trading. So that all looks they're going to have their own marketplace as well, of course. So let's have a look at their token, and the tokenomics, obviously very important. So it's going to be the Mirror token, 200 million total supply. So it's going to be the native currency in the game, which allows holders to play, invest, and also be part of the game. Mirror is created with a vision to a prosperous in-game environment. It's going to be distributed to community members for certain actions under reward programs. So the use cases: player rewards, payments, regulating economy, and governance. So it's really awesome to see governance there. That's always important for a project in building a really strong community. So now we can have a look at the token allocation. So for private round, they get 10% on TGE, then 3-month lock, and then 10% monthly, and their price is $0.1. Public, 0.135, and 100% unlocked. So very straightforward. Obviously, public is amazing terms. If you get in that, it's not even much more expensive than private, and you get 100%. But even private is also really good. I think this is going to perform very well with being on PolkaStarter, obviously, and the team looks great, and just in general, the game looks really good. So that's all very promising. We can have a look at the information now about the sale on PolkaStarter. Whitelist is open right now, so if you're holding PolkaStarter tokens, make sure to take part in that. It opened on the 1st of November at 3 p.m. UTC, and it's going to close on Tuesday the 9th at 2 p.m. UTC. So make sure to complete that, obviously, if you're holding their tokens. That's obviously really important. As we went through, the price is going to be 13.5 cents, and the max cap is $200 per person on BSC, which is great. You can save on fees. So Mytheria gets a Chospro as well. I mean, super bullish on this project. Initial market cap's also tiny, 675,000, which has been similar to the recent PolkaStarter projects, and they all did insanely well. So I don't see why this won't do insanely well as well. So now for the last project I'm going to be covering in this video, it's PlaceWar. So as you can see, PlaceWar is a gamified internet culture metaverse on blockchain. You own pixels, create paintings, and expand your territory on the map, all by conquest. Raid your tanks or make friends to make your creation seen and make real money on the way. So also a play to earn game with NFTs involved. So you can see here, you can, let's go back to that first one. If it goes back, okay, it's lagging a little. So you can craft new tanks with your existing ones to expand. Conquest mode, where you can invade other pixels, loot their resources. PvE skirmish, PvP battlefronts, and I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, it looks really interesting. Create by conquest. There's going to be a pixel land with 90,000 pixel lands presented as NFTs, fully ownable by anyone. And a pixel is a home base for tanks and represents a color unit on the PlaceWar map. Then you can build your home base where you can collect resources, construct buildings, and defend your pixel. Create to win. So you earn by creating, get qualified to submit your painting to Playstyle, and get voted on to win the Creator Award each season. And it's going to be a multi-chain NFT playground where you own your game, and there's going to be an NFT bridge as well. They're going to have a marketplace where you can freely trade your NFTs. The tank, defender, pixel, tech, you own your in-game assets. So looks really, really good. The Telegram's also blown up, 24,000 members, 3,000 online. So let's have a look at how they're going to make money, basically. So there's going to be 4.25% of all PlaceWar NFT marketplace transactions will go to the team, and a percentage of crafting fees paid in place. Then play to earn. How are you going to make money by playing the game? So they say if you don't wish to invest too much, you can collaborate with tank NFT investors in a scholarship program similar to Axie Infinity. And once you play and earn enough place, you can buy your own tanks and then scale that way. Then if you want to be an early bird, you can buy tank mystery boxes to build your own squad and get equipment. If you're an investor, you can do the same, but then you can expand your tank collection and craft more tanks to join scholarship programs. If you are just a player, you do the same, and then there's no need to pay for in-game purchases like you did before, and you just play and earn. If you're a design enthusiast, the best strategy will be working with active pixel invaders, pixel factions to expand your painting as much as you can, make yourself into the creator reward winner list, and share the prize. In terms of tokenomics, there isn't information on different rounds and prices and so on, but we do see the different allocation they have. So private sales allocate 150 million, public sale 20 million, seed 50 million, and so on. So sales going to be on GameFi and Red Kite. You can see all the information here. The token price is going to be $0.014. Total raise $137,000, which I presume will be the same for GameFi. But overall, looks really pro. Initial market cap is only $500,000, so it's got a ton of potential for growth. It's going to be on the 12th of November, as I said. GameFi and Red Kite, which are really top tier launch pads at the moment. And therefore, I'll give it a Becas Pro. So overall, as you can see, there's still tons of NFT gaming projects coming out these days. Some super hyped, obviously, some not. That's why I say you should always do your due diligence or check out my videos. I cover the ones I think are going to do really pro. And I think you can't go wrong with these ones. I really like all of them. And yeah, definitely follow their channels if you'd like to take part in them. Join my channels. I'll be posting more info about these projects as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.